The Seattle Seahawks losing skid continues with the 36-24 loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Let's just get right to the video.
It stings to lost 3 in a row. Just to lose against your division rival at home, prime time, such a great environment. Our guys fought their tails off down to the last minute, but we're not playing well enough to be the team we need to be. So the message to the team is we have the people in the building, our players, our coaches, to become a really good football team. And right now we're coming up short, and that's obvious based off the tape. It's obvious based off of what's going on. We got to start faster. We have to win the takeaway differential, which that's a team stat, and we're just not doing the things that good football teams do to win football games. And so we're going to attack it. We're gonna take a breather here and really go back and dissect the heck out of this thing. And I just told, you got one or two options: you can give up, or you just keep fighting like heck to make it right. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're 6 games into the season, and there's a lot of football to be played. But we got just like the message was last week, we got to get better in a hurry, finding new ways to lose games, and it's not good. But we got the right guys for the job. Guys are in it. We're gonna do this thing together. We're gonna fight forward and go to Atlanta next week. Inventing things, they're trying to do it the right way. We're either stopping them right now at the line of scrimmage, or the ball's spitting and it's explosive. So when that happens, it's either on the front line, guys getting out of their gaps, second level not fitting it correctly, and not getting it on the ground on the third level. So that's what's going on. Re-aggravated his toe, so the severity I'm not sure. Trey had an ankle. Pretty sure everybody else is okay. Fix everything overnight. So you got to pick one thing at a time. Okay, you got to be really surgical in our approach. You got to be positive. There is good things on tape. The effort was there. The guys are trying to play physical. They're trying to play the right way. And we got to look at what we're asking and how we're coaching it, and how teams are attacking us, and then go from there. I mean, that's going to be the thought. It's kind of like a mini bye week. So we're going to be looking at ourselves a lot over the next few days, and then go back to work on Monday. Now that you're behind, so you got to chuck it in the second half. So again, that's defensively, and as a team, we have to be in these games within a score of the second half, so we're not having to drop back that much. But
I think that's kind of the mindset right now. Is, obviously tough loss. You want to win games, but again, we need to play well enough in the critical moments, the critical things, turnovers, penalties, all that stuff to win the game, obviously. And we'll see how we attack this week. It's been a beast of 3 games, in 11 days, and I think everyone's approach coming after last game was just to go to work. That's what's going to take. We're still figuring each other out, figuring out what each other does well, what people might not do well, and we just got to play cohesive ball. I mean, defense starts with me not getting turnovers. We have to get the ball. We have to protect the ball. Going -3 against a team like this, you just put yourself in a giant hole. And so I think the mindset is still just attack this thing. It's early. We're still meshing. We're still going. There's a lot of games left. We just got to catch our stride. I don't know. That's the overall gist of kind of what we have going on defense. You can't have 10 people communicating and doing the same thing at one off. It's been killing us. And so I take that on me. I got to communicate better to the people who be in the right spots so they can just do their jobs. And so I have to take a bigger step just in communication and leadership to just try to get guys going in the right way. Guys want to play fast. Guys want to make plays, and that, I think, last play, we had a chance there, and just a little bit of miscommunication and misfit.
Perception, man. We all saw it. Bad play by me. Yeah, get your body right, get your mind right, get ready for practice on Monday, and get back to it. How many games we lost today? 1?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we lost 1 today. We need to get better at a lot of things. That's the reality. We need to get better. We need to find ways to win. Whatever the bread and butter is, we got to collectively come up with that answer and get to it. That's the main thing, not executing. Anytime you want to say what's the problem, what's the issue, is a lack of execution. This is a game of inches, as they say, and the margins are small, especially up here at the Big Boy League. So you got to do all the right things all the time, and we failed to do that.
I guess where it'd be at when you lose a game. I mean, it was tough. We started slow. Showed a lot of fight, showed a lot of resilience, but, you know, losing 3 straight, nobody wants to do that. But, I mean, it's too late to put your head down. I mean, it's kind of like the 24-hour rule. You know, you take the loss, you figure it out, you can do whatever you want for 24 hours, but then the next day, you gotta focus on the next game. You know, this ain't college where you lose 3 games and now you're out of the playoffs, right? Like, you can lose 3 games, you lose 6 games, 7 games, as long as you win your division, you're in. Obviously, we don't want to lose that many, but I mean, for us, we just can't let these 3 losses continue to like push us down. Like, we gotta make sure people aren't giving up, gotta make sure we're not tapping out. You know, just gotta fix the intangibles. I mean, like pre-snap penalties, you know, stuff like that. Like, we just gotta fix some of those little things so, you know, we can be able to figure out like where are we at when we're not getting penalties, right? Like, where are we? We know holding might happen, we know interferences might happen, but like the pre-snaps, the little things like that, like we can fix that to where it doesn't shoot us in the foot. Understand, like, you know, how we line up, understanding the cadence. I mean, we're at home, you know what I mean? Just being able to do the little things. You know, a lot of that could be focused. We would be more focus oriented when it comes to walkthroughs, you know, not just in practice. I mean, it's just those little things. Like, we got to treat walkthroughs as a game. And I mean, I think we already do that as it is, but, you know, learning from the mistakes and being able to correct the mistakes in walkthrough. And you'll be surprised if you correct them in walkthrough, they start to get corrected in practice, which then gets corrected in the game schedule. So, I mean, for us, I mean, everybody's beat up, everybody's hurting. You know, obviously, it's something that's new to me. I haven't done that before. I played Sunday, Thursday, not Monday, Sunday, Thursday. And a lot of people might think that extra day is nothing, but for us, that extra day is everything. Because you never know how we're feeling after one game, and you never know, like, everybody just sees us play Sunday and Monday and Thursday, but they don't see that people can barely walk right after the game. They don't see the things that they got to do day in and day out just to be able to try to practice. Some people can't even practice, right, because of all the things that they felt on Sunday. You know, they compare getting tackled sometimes to always get into a car wreck. And so, I mean, for us, I mean, you see the resilience, you see the things that people go through just to be able to fight to get on the field, and to do that on Monday and then turn around and do it Sunday and then do it on Thursday. I mean, to me, it speaks volumes to our team. And we're not the only ones who probably be in that situation, so we don't make that an excuse. You know, for us, it's just, I mean, you got to take care of your bodies. I mean, obviously, you see, you know, things are happening. You know, people are getting banged up, not only on our team, but just around the league. But, you know, we just got to take care of our bodies.
So there you have it, to a man. You heard from Coach Mike McDonald, Geno Smith, and a couple of the other players, Tyler Lockett, and also Julian Love. I mean, to a man, the team gets it. They are not getting it done. Offensively, they rushed for 52 yards today, and this was after, you know, all week they talked about it, putting an emphasis on running the ball. Now, look, you can put an emphasis on there, but if you're not executing, and against a very, very good defense in the San Francisco 49ers, that's what you're going to get, 52 total rushing yards. Now, Geno Smith struggled a little bit today, 2 interceptions. There's just nothing, you know, we can't take that away. I mean, he struggled a little bit today, but part of that, again, just like in the last 3 games, he's been under duress and coming out of the pocket, and there's very few quarterbacks who, if under pressure, can really thrive in that. And Geno is a good quarterback, and he's under duress too many times, and that's part of what's happening on the offensive loss. And what I would say about the loss overall, especially on the defensive side, it boils down to a couple things. We've talked about this. There is a lack of communication, which leads to a lack of execution. Then the players are not playing fast. And so when you do that against a team like the 49ers, I mean, it's difficult, or any team in the NFL. And the Mike McDonald defense have proven, but the first thing the team has to do right now is execute the basic things through their walkthroughs, through their practices, and also then in the games. You heard Tyler Lockett talk about that. The McDonald defense is complicated, but to get to that second and third level, you've got to get the basics down to, you know, to where you don't even think about that, and they just have to come naturally. So at the end of the day, the Seattle Seahawks are now 3-3, but oh, by the way, they are tied for first place in the NFC West. Now, the Seahawks did play 3 games in 10 days, which they played 3 games in 10 days, and in the NFL, that's hard to do. They're not taking it that as an excuse, and they're saying, you know what, other people had to do the same thing. So now the Seahawks have 10 days to get right. I think they got a couple days off here, and I talked to Lincoln Tomlinson. He also said, he promised me, he said, you know what, we're going to get right. All the leaders and everybody on this team is united, and we'll be ready for Atlanta when we play them in 10 days. For the CascadiaSports.net report, I'm Asvita Mara. Thanks for listening, watching, and subscribing.